Alright guys, TacticalRab back again today with Valorant news and lots going down in the Valorant scene over the last 24 hours. The EMEA LCQ reaching ahead today. The Grand Finals is coming up shortly, but G2 out of the tournament. We're going to discuss how exactly everything went down in today's video. Very much intrigued to your thoughts in the comment section below. Like if you guys enjoyed the video, subscribe if you are new as always. I would greatly appreciate it. Really up to the channel. Thank you very much indeed for doing that. Of course, the first match was going to be G2 versus Liquid. We saw just a few days ago, a couple of the G2 guys came out and said, look, we're basically unbeatable within Europe. The only team that might be able to touch us is going to be Team Liquid. And here we go. They're going to battle each other and see how things do turn out. Of course, on the other side, it's Scream and Co. And, Scream, Vera, Jampi, they've had some great performances as of late. And certainly they're continuing right here. Ascent goes the way of Liquid. 13-8 G2 backs against the wall. And here on Binds, G2 go up 7-2. But look at this play from Scream. Gets a nice little 4K here to win this round for Team Liquid. Getting them back on relatively decent terms. I'll finish out the video with a load of great clips that came out from this day. But still, G2 end up winning this one, take it to a game 3, but and it goes to all that way to Haven, but does not work out in their favor in the end. Pretty remarkable to be frank. I mean, this is the thing. Whenever you do a tweet or whenever you do some sort of interview that says, yeah, we're basically impossible to stop, we're gonna win or whatever, then it's almost always like the bad juju, the juju man comes back to bite you, to be honest. But anyway, G2 do manage to tie this one up, but still goes all the way to Haven, and Team Liquid, they get the job done, 13-9 in the end. See you in the finals, they say. So they are only one series away of making it all the way to champions. And then, G2, of course, would have to fight down to the lower bracket to make things work down there. Let me just make sure this is fully on screen for you guys. So this is how things went in the end. I mean, Scream, Jampi, and Vera, both combining for just massive plus-minus over the course of it. Very impressive work from all these three gentlemen. And, that is enough to secure their spot in the Grand Finals. And, one or more series, as I say, will take them all the way. So, of course, on the other side of things, the lower bracket starts kicking off. Guild versus Futbolist. I mean, Guild just looked on fire, honestly, the Swedish squad. They're up 10-0 here on Haven, and they continue the rampage, to be honest. They win this series very comfortably. They won this map 13-2 in the end, close out the series 2-0, and then they move on against G2. And once again, here we are on Binds, and I mean, Guild Esports just showed such great resilience here. Like G2, 11-9 it is at this point, and Draken and Co just finding kills all across the map, and holding down very nicely indeed. That's 12-9. They close out the game number 1, and that's the thing. G2 on Twitter were like, okay, we lost game 1, we can come back and make it work in game 2, and then bring the comeback. But G2 just didn't seem to have quite the gas in the tank, seemed a bit discoordinated, and that was enough for Guild Esports, really, after a difficult start to the tournament for Guild, to really make this happen against G2, and this especially from Draken. And as you can see, 6-2 advantage already here over at Haven, and what a play from Draken this was in the corner. Just before he got paralyzed effectively, gets a nice little 3K on all these guys running around the corner, perfectly timed, and probably one of the plays of the day. And Draken, of course, former CSGO player, now on this team, of course, for Guild, and talking trash at the time, get the F out, he says straight up right here, saying to G2 not good enough, and especially after a lot of their talk before the tournament, doesn't seem to really have played out for them particularly well, because they go on to lose this map as well. 10-5 it is to Guild at this point, goes all the way down to the wire, but not gonna happen in the end. G2 try and make a bit of a comeback, try and mount something, but it does not help them. Guild win this one 2-0, knocking G2 out of the tournament, and look at this from Leo, for example, 43-22 over the 3 maps, or over the 2 maps, sorry. This was the Haven side of things. I mean, 11-13 in the end, so not exactly a convincing one, but still, Guild Esports 13-9, 13-11, not really what you'd expect for G2, right? So big upset right here. Guild will move on to the Grand Finals. This is what mixwell has to say. Good game, Guild. Good luck to the remaining teams. Painful loss, especially playing like that. You never get used to this feeling. Thanks for your support, so things will continue onwards for G2 going forwards, but not in this tournament. And as Kellogg says, sorry we didn't make it, let's grind from now, we'll learn from it. One of the players that, as I say, was saying in that interview a couple of days ago that they were going to be very difficult to stop, that no one would beat them apart from Liquid potentially, and they got beaten twice in the same day, and really barely won a map, to be honest. This then later this afternoon, Liquid versus Guild Esports, that's going to be the Grand Final in EMEA to determine who goes on to the champions, or at least who is guaranteed that spot. This in the APAC region, Northeptian versus Full Sense, is going to be the Grand Finals just about started as I'm recording this video. You guys may know the results by the time this video goes live. We'll talk about that, of course, tomorrow. And in the Latin America region, it's Australs versus Furia there in the Grand Finals. But very much intrigued to your thoughts on all this stuff in the comment section below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, I'd greatly appreciate a like on the video. Really upset the YouTube icon, and you enjoyed this content. I'd a bit like you may enjoy this content as well, and upgrade the competitive Valorant community. Thank you for watching as always. Take care, and I will see you next time.
Now the presence on long has generally gone G2's way. That's a game changer. Unleash Scream. That's how you do it, apparently. If everything goes wrong, just let Scream off the chain and let him go. Avova's still up towards Hiko, though, so there isn't just free access here, but the utility's in the way for now. So as it stands, Avova, how much can you get done? Still being noticed as well.
That's actually fine. Avova's well. Scream good for the third. Mixwell, the last man standing here, and just becomes a question of damage, and there's not going to be any for him. A flawless round victory and a good response considering how the last few rounds have gone. It could almost close enough to pop the Vipers spare, at least to give them some control of default. Soulcast will respond with his own showstopper, but Nuki's still ready to post his, and actually will find Scream completely blind.
This is just... They're so deep on the site. They have so much control. Yes, Nivera has taken shower control, but that was a bit weird from Mixwell, if anything. Nice work from Nivera. I guess you take what you're given, but Spike now down 3v3. Retake time with the judge in mind. That's still going to be tricky to bring to bear, considering Link can't exactly close the gap like Bunny could, for example. He's got to just, you know, trot along. So let's see how he does in this post plants. It looks like a bit of a switcheroo, doesn't it? One towards Heaven, one sitting towards a cubby of sight, one towards Lamps. And there it is, Nivera's found Kellogg's. That's good, that's a player towards Heaven now removed. And actually it's just down to Nuki, and his ult was the one that kicked things off, really, finding Scream almost blind. And there's the first to fall in the post plant as well. So now Nuki gonna find Nivera, but he needs to deny this defuse, and he's not quite on it yet. And Yappy ain't moving, a flying player! But Nuki's spray control is...
Thought? That's his gravity well, will catch Goldamenta. Actually, the clear comes through. Scream and Yampy both find kills.
That's incredibly impressive, and Link even chiming in one of his own, and Avova left with the Spectre. He's still going, though. He gets the upgrade.
No way.
He's defending this with everything.
No
He's
way,
got
Avova.
Avova. There it is. The clutch man himself used to see it on Omen. Now you get it on different agents too. G2 finally getting across the finish line there. It got
from Leo at this stage. We are going to see the lockdown thrown in. Now, there really isn't much that they can do about this, and obviously with the shock dart already finding a kill, this is going to make things at least that little bit awkward. The timing, though, for Draken. He needs to go for the kill. Now, and he gets all of